Welcome to the Aquarius full moon, and this is a super moon. This is the fourth super moon in 2014, and the fifth one will be the Pisces full moon that will occur in September. So here we are at the Aquarius full moon. Here we are at August. Happy August! Can you believe it? This year is flying by. And the Aquarius full moon will take place on August 10th. Being a supermoon, it makes it extra potent because it's so close to the Earth. Full moons bring to our conscious awareness things that have been hiding from us, things that we've overlooked, things that we may not have been fully aware of. And so now the light will shine on it, bringing to our conscious awareness things we need to change, things we've been tolerating, things that we can address at this time. So we have the sun in Leo, and Leo is about your authentic self. Leo is about your essence of who you really are. Leo represents your heart and soul, who you are truly, who you were born to be. Leo is the sun card in the tarot, the strength card in the tarot. Aquarius is the star card. Aquarius is that symbol of the water bearer pouring out water. It isn't that Aquarius is a water sign. It is that Aquarius represents knowledge being poured out to humanity, to humankind, that we are here to educate and empower everyone. In the age of Aquarius, it is not about all of us thinking alike and acting alike. It is about allowing everyone to be their authentic self, Leo, and that we create community, Aquarius, in a way that encourages diversity and thought and reason and science and art and music and freedom and truth. The age of Aquarius is the age of truth. The age of Aquarius is the age of freedom. The age of Aquarius is the age of enlightenment. The age of Aquarius is the age of empowerment. So we want to find the balance of being who we really are and being part of the collective, being part of the whole, Aquarius. Now, Uranus and Saturn are the rulers of Aquarius. Uranus is expect the unexpected. Uranus is surprise. Uranus is also about freedom and truth. Uranus rules electricity. It rules the internet. Uranus rules freedom. Uranus is in harmonious energy flow with the sun in Leo and the moon in Aquarius. It's sextiling the moon and it's trining the sun. So this is delicious and gorgeous. This invites opportunity, sudden new love, sudden prosperity, sudden breakthroughs, innovation, change. But you like the change because it's harmonious with Uranus. The challenge is, though, it's not compelling. So it's very easy to sit back, have a margarita, and just watch the sunset, which is fine, except it doesn't compel you to change. When it squares, that's when you know you have to make the change. You have to move, you have to get out of the relationship, you have to change a job, whatever it is. When it's harmonious, it's more of, here's an opportunity. Will you take advantage of it? Here is an opportunity for business expansion. Will you take advantage of it? So it's not compelling, however, it is inviting, and it will bring sudden opportunities for you. Now I go into detail about the Uranus connection, the Jupiter connection, because Jupiter's in Leo, and they're going to form their first harmonious energy flow together, Uranus and Jupiter, in September. And I will go into that in detail when I do the September forecast. So if you want to know what the Aquarius full moon means for you personally and what Jupiter and Uranus are doing together for you personally in your astrology, you go to the August astrology forecast, and that's where I go into detail for each sign. Now I bring the sun to the ascendant, so if you have a different ascendant, you want to follow that one as well. And if you don't know what your ascendant is or what your sun sign is, you can go to my homepage, and at the bottom I have a free chart analysis program. You plug in your date of birth and up it comes for you. It's my gift to you. And okay, so we've got this fabulous Uranus energy going on at the Aquarius full moon. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. It's in harmonious energy flow with the sun and the moon. And Mercury, which is also in Leo. And this invites opportunity. It invites innovation. It makes change wonderful. You want to change when it's in harmony with the sun and the moon. You want to move. You want to be in the new relationship. You want to be in the new job. You want to make changes. And that's awesome. Now, Saturn is telling a different story. Saturn in Scorpio is direct. He is at 17 degrees Scorpio at the full moon. And Saturn is challenging the sun in Leo and challenging the moon in Aquarius. So Saturn is the opposite here. So on the one hand, you have Uranus going, yeah, make those changes. Yeah, try this. Go here. Do that. Be open. What are you ready for? Right? Because it does come down to what we're ready for. It doesn't matter what's going on out there. You are your point of attraction. And the universe will bring you what you're ready for. So if you say you're ready for new love, but you're clinging on to the old toxic, karmic, bring you down kind of situation, that's really not saying to the universe you're ready for love. And the universe goes by your vibration. It goes by your energy. Yes, it matches your thoughts, your words, your behavior, but more important than that, it's your vibration. It's your energy. And Aquarius and Uranus represent that. So it is important to check in with yourself and know what you're ready for, right? And it's not just a matter of saying it. You know, law of attraction isn't just saying nice things or I am positive, I am positive, I'm a positive person, right? And my vibration is not that, right? So, you know, so you want to be working on yourself to raise your vibration. And how do you do that? You love yourself unconditionally. You take care of yourself. When you take care of yourself and you love yourself unconditionally, you're raising your vibration. And you do not allow other people to run over your boundaries. You don't let people disrespect you. You don't let people use and abuse you. That sends a powerful message to the universe that you love you and that you are going to take care of you. So they're going to bring in people that will love you and take care of you. So if you find yourself in challenging situations, one of my favorite mantras is, I only allow entrance to those who love and respect me. If you want to work with me, if you want to be with me, you will need to love me and respect me. Right? And so if you say that and you put that on a cue card, I only allow entrance to those who love and respect me, then those who show up will love and respect you, and those that don't will be deleted. It's very simple. And so with Saturn in challenging aspect to the sun and the moon, this is requiring, because Saturn is going, okay, you want to expand your business? Did you balance your checkbook? Are you looking at your relationships? Are you receiving from your relationships? Are you doing all the work in your relationships? And, you know, so Saturn is that reality check. Saturn is looking at the sun and the moon going, you know, don't party too much. Don't go overboard. You know, yeah, you can go out and play tonight, but tomorrow you'll wake up with a hangover. Do you really want that? This is Saturn talking, not me. You know, I'm not attached to what anyone chooses. I say party on, but do it in a balanced way. Like if you're going to go out, you know, make sure you're not, you know, and you're going to drink and you know you're going to drink, you do not want to be driving. You do not want to be making yourself vulnerable to a DUI or being pulled over. So I say party to the fullest and make sure you are going to have a ride home or a taxi so that you do not have to pay for that night for years to come. So that's Saturn, right? So Saturn is there. Saturn is the law. Saturn is authority. And it's challenging the Leo sun and the moon. Balance is the key. So, you know, we don't want to go to extremes, right? We want to live our life to the fullest and we want to balance our checkbook. We want to, you know, take risks, but we want them to be educated. We want to do our homework, Saturn. See, so Saturn's there sobering us up, making us do our homework, making sure that we are, you know, taking care of business. so that we aren't going too extreme. Now, if you want to read about the Aquarius full moon, you can go to my blog and read it. It's up, it's posted, it's there for you. Now, another interesting energy is Black Moon Lilith. And she is a point in your astrology. She is a point in the orbit of the moon, Black Moon, Dark Moon Lilith. And Lilith in mythology she turned Adam down. She didn't want to be his lesser than. So Lilith represents the empowered woman. Lilith represents the educated, independent woman. And she is sitting right next to the sun, and she is opposing the moon. Now, Lilith has a bit of a temper. So when you are not honoring what you need, and this is for men and women, okay? Because we're all both. So, you know, we're all both energies. We are male and female. And so therefore, it's not just, you know, for women, it is as well for men. Everyone has this point in their chart. It's like the nodes. The nodes are a point in your chart. Lilith is also an asteroid between Mars and Jupiter. But the point that I'm using is the one that is the furthest away, the moon's orbit, and it's furthest away, and that is the Black Moon. And so Black Moon Lilith is very much involved in this Aquarius full moon. So she can be bringing up your indignation, your righteousness of, I do not want to be treated this way. I do not want to be unsupported or disrespected or abused in any way, or you will experience my wrath, Lilith. So it's not me. I'm channeling Lilith now. Okay, so Lilith is coming through, and she's very much involved in this Aquarius full moon. So don't think you can nice things away. I think that's it too. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's fine. You can ignore me. Okay, that's fine. No, because when you do that, she comes up out of the unconscious, and she can, you know, she's very powerful. And so this part of you, right? We all have a Lilith in our chart. And right now she's orbiting in Leo. And she's sitting right next to that sun in Leo. And she's opposing the moon in Aquarius. So do not suppress your anger. Now, Mars is kind of involved in here too. Mars is at almost 9 degrees Scorpio. So it's not quite on the sun and the moon, but it will be the next day. And it's getting closer to that Saturn moon conjunction that will be exact on the 25th. And I go into that in the Virgo new moon on the 25th. That's going to be really intense and powerful. So honor your feelings. Honor your Lilith. You are here to be empowered. You are here to be free. You are here to shine your light. You are here to live a great life. And when your needs aren't being met and others are not treating you well, Lilith can come out. And it can come out of your unconscious, where it's just like all of a sudden you just snap at someone and you level them with your words. And you're like, wow, I don't even know where that came from. You can thank Lilith for that. So in order to not go to that extreme of energy or anger, or, you know, where it builds to that point, honor your needs. What do you need? Look at your relationships. Are you getting your needs met in your relationship? If you're not, it's your job to make sure you do, so that you don't go to the extreme and find yourself acting out in anger and then stepping back and going, wow, I didn't even know I had that in me. And so Lilith is going to be around all year in Leo. She has a very weird orbit because she's a point and she's not, you know, a planet. And so, but she's very much alive in our mythology and in astrology, and she's in Leo. And so Leos may be very much feeling this energy of righteous indignation, and I want justice, I want truth, I want you to tell me the truth, I want to know where we stand, I want to know what's going on. Don't mess with me. because Lilith is extremely powerful. And so she's there, she's involved in this. Now Saturn is squaring too. And so Saturn is, again, let's look at, how we can create the win-win here. Okay, what do you need? What do I need? What do we need? We're in this together. So let's not get to that point where we are, going to extremes with our behavior or our anger or our emotions. Let's check in every day. How do I feel today? You really want to do that in this energy, because this is, we're in crazy days here. Let's face it. I do see the energy improving than it was in the first half of this year. However, things are intense on the planet. Things are breaking down. Whatever's not built on truth and love is in chaos and collapse. And so it's very requiring of all of us. And the Aquarius full moon message, supermoon message is, take good care of you. Make sure you're eating well. Make sure you are checking in with yourself every day. And, if you have days where you're really tired, that's not a day to push yourself. That's not a day to have a big social calendar. That's a day to retreat and take care of you. On the days you have more energy and you feel stronger, do more. And that will keep you from getting caught up in other people's drama, because there's going to be a lot of Liliths out there at this full moon running around. And, this astrology affects everyone, whether people are following their astrology or not. Everything is energy. Everything is vibration. It's like nature. When I open the window and a bug flies in, nature doesn't know boundaries or barriers, doesn't know I own this land and you own that land, right? We're all one in nature. And so this energy is affecting everyone and everything. And it's raising the vibration, and it's flushing out what's been hidden in the darkness. And who's been there? Lilith. So if you want to know more about Lilith, just Google Lilith and study the mythology of who she is, where she's come from. She is the first empowered woman. She's an independent woman. She's a smart woman. She's capable. She's strong. And she's no nonsense. And so she's very much involved in this supermoon. And that means she is involved with all of us. And you want to honor your empowered female energy and pour it into creativity, pour it into productivity, pour it into your expansion, and it will bring you reward. It will bring you prosperity and productivity and fruitfulness. So I think it's very interesting. Now Venus, she saunters into Leo on August 12th. So now we've got the goddess of love and beauty and prosperity in Leo, with Jupiter, Lilith, Sun, Mercury. That's a lot of firepower. And Venus is going to couple with Jupiter on August 18th. Mark your calendar for that day too. This is a fantastic coupling. And I go into detail what this means for you in your astrology forecast for August. But when you take Venus, the goddess of prosperity, and put her with the god of expansion, Jupiter, magic happens, prosperity happens, luck happens, fortuitous happens, and it's happening for all of you. Every person out there has Leo somewhere in their chart. Even if you don't have any planets in Leo, you have a slice of life that's Leo. The chart is like a clock. And when you look at the chart, and this is what I'm looking at, it has a slice. Right here is the Leo that I'm looking at. There's the moon in Aquarius, there's Uranus, there's Saturn. And so everyone has a slice of Leo somewhere in their chart. And so that area is being activated by the Leo, by the Jupiter, by the Venus. And you have planets that will be either sextile or trined or even squared or opposed. It can hurt them if it's squaring it. You might eat too much. You might have an extra margarita and the next day pay the price. But is that really so, bad? Yes, make sure that you have a driver and that you are not thinking you can be superheroes and drive under the influence. No one can. Don't take the chance. And so, you know, even squares and oppositions can be a little bit overboard, but they are good feeling and they are opportunities. And so this is a phenomenal energy bringing you a new start, a new beginning. Wherever Leo is in your chart will bring a new beginning for you, new prosperity, opportunity, abundance, relationships, whatever your heart's desire is, the universe wants to give that to you, and you need to make yourself ready, right? The universe isn't holding up your prosperity or love or relationship. You are. You want to be ready. And I go into this in the Love and Law of Attraction, and I'm going to be doing an event on August 23rd on Google Hangouts. I'm going to do my first Hangout, and we're going to chat about the book. And so you're invited. Mark your calendar, Saturday, August 23rd, noon, Mountain Daylight Time. That's where I live. And so I will post it on my website. I'll post the link below, or maybe I'll post it right here as I embed the links inside the videos. And I'll post it on my website so that we're going to do our first Google Hangout. And I'm going to see how I like doing these, because this is a wonderful way to offer you classes, teachings, and a lot of secret teachings that I don't feel comfortable just sharing out here on YouTube, but I would feel very much comfortable sharing with you in a private class, webinar. And also, it's going to afford you the opportunity to interact with me, which I don't get to do when I do the podcast. Now you can ask me questions, and we can interact together so that we can really get into the material, get into the astrology, and empower you so that you are having those brilliant breakthroughs. So I'm going to start it at the end of August, August 23rd, and then I'd like to maybe do one a month into the end of this year and into next year. So there's a lot happening. It is very positive. I think Saturn at the full moon and in Scorpio, we kind of need that reality check, because we can go off the rails with this energy because it's so uplifting. It's so positive with Uranus and Jupiter, you know, harmonizing like this, that we can overreach and overextend. And Saturn's there going, wait a minute now, you know, you can't just be, you know, in a million places at once, or work 7 days a week, you know, week after week, month after month. Eventually it's going to catch up to you. So, you know, balance is the key. And especially with full moons, balance is the key. Now, Mercury's going to enter its home sign Virgo on August 15th. And that will help to ground the energy a bit. Because fire and air, you know, fire and air, you know, the air feeds the fire and the fire feeds the air. And so we can just, like, you know, be off the planet. You know, we're just orbiting around the planet. Woohoo! Look what's happening. It's amazing, right? And then, you know, we forget to pay the mortgage, or we forget to, you know, we forget to do things. And then it's like, whoa, how did I miss that? Because you were orbiting. You were having such a good time. So balance is the key. You want to have a good time, but you also want to schedule in time for meditation, for rest, for taking care of yourself, so that you are ready for what you're asking for from the universe, which absolutely wants to bring you your heart's desire. You're here to have a great life, to be abundant. And Venus and Jupiter are going to help you with that. And be who you were born to be, Leo. And have fun with that. And then hook up with your groups. Like-minded, light-minded folks. Aquarius. And then we all move forward together. It's so much more fun when we do it together.